All right, continuing on with the Forgotten Treasures series. Last time I did, I'm working on through this box right here. These are all slabbed autographs, Hall of Famers, non-Hall of Famers, all kinds of stuff in here. Future Hall of Famers maybe. And last time we did this whole row. This is one of 3 boxes that are full of just, again, random Hall of Fame autographs. So we are going to start on this next row. It's a Hall of Famer, but from a different sport. Bob Lilly. Love Bob Lilly. TCU grad. Cowboys great. He signs everything. Like, he's always at the Dallas show. Seems like every time. Ernie Lombardi. Great player. Again, getting these Leaf. This was the first Ernie Lombardi autograph I ever bought, and I was able to buy it on a card. And again, there's just it's cheap. You know, this kind of stuff was always early on in my wheelhouse because of the kind of the value that you could get for buying these. And I would never buy this today, ironically, but I had to back then. So Baseball Immortals. Oh, this is the fantastic Beckett, James Spence, authentic autograph, Al Lopez. So I'll tell you how long ago I bought this. I bought this so long ago because I wasn't even doing the registry yet. Like, I was just trying to get Hall of Fame autographs, and this was crazy cheap. And it's in a awful slab. And some people are like, well, why don't you just sell it? I don't need to sell it. I don't necessarily, it wouldn't fit my collection today, but I don't need to. What am I going to get for this? $5? I don't know. So just keep it. Oh, man. Same story here. All right, we're getting off to a good start of things you would never think Mike would own. But again, back in the day, trying to get a Greg Maddux autograph, this was the weirdest. Like, look at this thing. So what this was, apparently Brian Gray bought, this would be a panel on like a statue of Greg Maddux. They would put this in the statue, and they didn't make a bunch of them, I guess. And Brian Gray bought all of the signed little placard things here and inserted them into a card. How crazy is that? Like, that's a very random Greg Maddux item. All right. So you saw the Bob Lilly earlier. There's a Peyton Manning. I just like having an example of some of the greats from other sports. I have a Gretzky. I have some other guys you're going to see here in a little bit. But football autographs, I love football. So Peyton Manning's one of the greatest. I wanted a nice looking Peyton Manning autograph, and this fit the bill. So I have so many 60 Fleers signed by Hall of Famers because back in the day on an auction, through an auction house, I would buy just huge lots of these signed cards. And Heine Manouche, he's not an easy autograph at all. So to have it on a card is pretty awesome. So glad to have that. A few Edgars. Again, this was a random, it was maybe $10 at a show or something, and I bought it. Just to have another Edgar Martinez autograph, because everybody needs multiples like this one. Same story here. This would have been just to pick up at a show because of its low cost. I was such a sucker, man. If it was $20 or less for a Hall of Fame autograph, especially slabbed, I'll buy that, sure. Pedro. God, this was Leaf 15 maybe? 2015, the 25th anniversary of 90 Leaf. This one's numbered to 25. This is the blue whatever Fractor. That's a cool looking card though. On card auto. Some schmegma on the that's on the sleeve. But cool looking card. It's a lot of shine. This was my first Pedro I ever bought. 96 leaf signature autographs. This is the bronze. So you can tell by the medallion in the center. It's either bronze, silver, or gold. There were 3 different parallels there. Old Expos uniform. Joe Mauer. This is funny because I sent this card in and I sent it through Garrett, and I had wanted him to, I remember asking because I wanted this graded. I have a bunch of these from that order. None of them got graded, even though I wanted them to be. Not the end of the world, but it's not on the registry. But this one's numbered to 25. It's from Diamond Icons. '01 Fleer Greats of the Game. Again, one of my favorite autograph sets. You saw the Reggie in the last episode. But yeah, look at that. It's a cool set. So simple. Classic design. Just all on-card autographs. 90 cards in the set. This is one, ironically, you just saw the Mauer. This was from the same order with Garrett. I sent this in to get a Joe McCarthy numerical grade auto. This is actually a newspaper clipping, believe it or not. So I had this raw for a long time, basically just in a top loader. It's an old newspaper clipping signed by McCarthy. And so it needed to be slabbed anyway because it was so fragile. Otherwise, it needed to be protected in a slab, but it's pretty cool, actually. Love these too. This is the significant signatures from 98. The 97s are horizontal. This 98 has some great names in it. Koufax and Ryan, a bunch of guys. These are all numbered as well. This is numbered to 2000. So I just love these. I don't know. I've thought about completing the set or going after the sets, and I don't know why I haven't. I guess because I got enough projects to keep me busy for a while. This is my Registry McGriff. Mint 9 on that. Tier 1. I don't have very many McGriff autographs in the collection. But I bought this long before he became a Hall of Famer in anticipation of that happening at some point, which he eventually did. Deservedly so, I might add. Oh, wow, what a memory here. 1987 Topps Mark McGwire. And I got this signed myself at a card show in Arlington in 1980, probably 1980, late 1987, early 1988. So before Mark McGwire became Mark McGwire, really. I had this card and got it signed at a show myself. Yeah, that is awesome. It's my only McGwire autograph. I'm like, why do I need another one? I did that myself. It's slabbed. All good. This is awesome. Marvin Miller. So Marvin Miller, Hall of Famer for being a pioneer / contributor to the game. Long time Players Association president. And you can see the auto down there. This was a card someone would have sent TTM. It's interesting he signed it down here versus, just on the normal face of the card. But he did that a lot. That was kind of his MO on this. He doesn't have a lot of cards. And so I think he has an on-card auto with Ginter. It's really expensive. But a lot of people would send this in to get signed. It's another Blue Jacket 66 card. He sent me this along with a bunch of 79 Diamond Greats. And that's such a cool Minoso signature. I mean, that is just... doesn't look like mini Minoso to me at all, but that's how he signed his name. Here's some Hall of Fame prospecting for you. I got this maybe a year and a half ago, looking for a Molina autograph just to have one in the collection, and this one fit the bill for cost. Sticker auto, Beckett slab, all which contributed to being cheaper. And so since I'm slab agnostic on autos, that one works just fine to have one in the collection. 81 Donruss, Paul Molitor. Again, this would have been a random show pickup because it was cheap. So why not? More 01 greats at the game. Here's the Joe Morgan. Jack Morris with the Blue Jays. Hall of Fame pitcher, Jack Morris. On-card autograph, Jim Mint 10. This is 01 Flair Greats the Game, obviously. Eddie Murray. This card is significant because this is one of the shorter print cards in the set. I want to say it's 140 is the print run, the thought of print run, which makes there not very many of these. And I remember seeing this at the National. I was with JT, and it was slabbed already, mint 9, and I think the guy had $50 on it. This card normally, at the time, probably $150 to $200, and so, not even slabbed. And so I couldn't wait to pay for it. And yet I still asked for, I think I asked for 40, and I think he took it or something. Like, I definitely didn't pay sticker, but the fact that I even found one and then was able to get it so cheaply, relatively speaking, I was thrilled to death. That was actually one of my favorite pickups of that whole show, just because of the deal and finding it, and that's just awesome. All right, next up, here's some more of these sports icons from Leaf. This is actually a dual auto. You've got Stan Musial on the front, and you've got Stanley Kovaleski on the back. Obviously an old Hall of Fame plaque that had been chopped up. I'm not a fan of chopping things up to put an autograph in a card. That feels sacrilegious to me, but I didn't do it. So, yeah, this is obviously a chopped up something. But Musial and Kovaleski dual auto. Another 92 Fleer. This is the Mike Mussina, kind of rookie. He has a 91 Fleer Ultra update, but great TTMer, Mike Mussina. Hal Newhouser. Seen a few of these before. The front row all-time greats. This is from the 93 set. Only pitcher to win back-to-back MVPs, Hal Newhouser. Here's another Newhouser from the Sports Icons cards. I wonder how many of these are floating out there now still. Like if you looked on eBay, if they would still be out there, I don't know. I love this box for this reason. You go through it and you're like, oh yeah, I got a Jack Nicklaus autograph. I consider Nicklaus to be top 5 golfers of all time. And I'm a huge golf fan. I love playing. And so Nicklaus was a must get for me. And so thrilled to have that. Phil Niekro. Not much to say about Phil Niekro. There's a random Phil Niekro. And another random Phil Niekro from Archives. How about that? Dirk. Bought this just to have a Dirk auto. He's my favorite Maverick of all time. Right behind Rolando Blackman. Lucas up there too. But Dirk was just great. Like, I don't know, top 10 NBA players of all time. I don't know where people would put him in the echelon of great players in the NBA, but he certainly was, and he was a great player here. Brought us our only championship. Mavericks have only won one in their history. Got a couple of 01 greats of the game coming up. Here's Tony Oliva. last little group here on this row. Here's the Buck O'Neil from that set. I'm telling you, if you just go look at the checklist on this set, it is awesome. It has some great Negro League players, not all of which are Hall of Famers, but just great players, and kind of the who's who at the time. It's awesome. David Ortiz. This was my first Ortiz autograph I ever bought. Sticker auto. I have several more now, but back in the day, this was the first one I got, numbered to 25. Cool card. Okay. Of all the boxes, of all the ones you've seen so far, this might be my favorite. This is a business card signed, obviously, by Satchel Paige. You can find these quite a bit, actually. So he was the vice president of the Springfield Redbirds. And as cool as this is, and it is certainly cool, this is what's really cool. On the back, Satchel's rules for the good life. Avoid fried foods because they angers up the blood. If your stomach disputes you, lay down and pacify it with cool thoughts. Keep the juices flowing. Try jangling around gently as you move. Go very light on vices such as carrying on in society. I gotta read it a different way. The social ramble just ain't restful. Avoid running at all times. I totally agree with that, Satch. That's good advice. I hate running. Don't ever look back. Something might be gaining. So those are Satchel's rules for the good life. These are just awesome. And I wanted one of these really bad. So I bought this years and years and years and years ago. But that's what I wanted to be my Satchel Paige autograph. Go from Satchel Paige to Rafael Palmeiro. This is 87 Topps rookie card. Future Stars. Front row, all-time greats, Jim Palmer. I got all these. I think I bought a lot of them, which is why I have so many. And good, just cheap Hall of Fame autographs. So there's Palmer in the all-time greats. There's a Tony Perez in the all-time greats. Gaylord Perry. On the Rangers, which is why I bought this. I want to have every Hall of Famer that played for the Rangers. I want to have their autograph on a card with them in a Rangers uniform. It's kind of a little mini project. '01 Greats of the Game. Gaylord Perry. Upper Deck Trilogy. I want to say this was a gift from Mr. Fisherbike, Jason, a long time ago. But oh, Upper Deck, we miss you making cards. Mike Piazza. If you follow my videos, this is a 5-star autograph I got not long ago, and they just go in the box just like all the other autographs. Piazza 2023. This was my first Piazza autograph I ever bought. SP Chirography, great set. This is numbered to 50 or 60. 60. On card, Mets Uni. Had that a long time. This is my first and only Buster Posey autograph during my time of Hall of Fame prospecting. I think he's got a good shot to get in. I'm looking for some more to get of his, some 5-star stuff, just to get ahead of that a little bit. But for now, that's the one I got. Kirby Puckett. This is Playing Days card, 95 Pinnacle, Swingman. Again, I don't know where somebody got that, at the ballpark or whatever. Put a signed slabbed Kirby Puckett there. Another Puckett. This is from Archives. And love that. And then finally, to finish out this box, we're going to do it with a good one. This is Albert Pujols. What's at the top? Something. Let's see. This is just base tops, 03. 03 tops, Albert Pujols autograph. So he signed the window, and you can tell he signed it after the card was created, and then he signed it because he overlaps onto the card outside of the window. But love it, love it, love it. So that's it for this box. So only got one more box of these. We'll do that over the next few weeks. Thanks everybody so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon. Keep collecting.